Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm just going to share all of these Christmas rom-coms. Alright y'all, so I have a stack of Christmas books that are kind of like a weird space for me for this channel, but I really wanted to mention just some of the Christmas rom-coms that I own that I haven't read, that are not on my immediate TBR for Christmas season this year. But can you twist my arm to read one? Let me know. I just thought this would be a fun little video to do, something extra for Christmas, to just showcase some books on the shelves. So let's go. First up, we have got One Foggy Christmas by Kourtney Keisel. Again, I've already got so many on the TBR. If you missed the Christmas TBR, it's going to be in the card and the description down below. But I've got some Courtney Walsh, I've got Gracie Ruth Mitchell, I've got several already on the list. This one is just not had a chance to get added. Okay, really, all of these I would love to read, but time is short and I have to be picky. So anyway, I love the cover of this. I love the snow, the Christmas trees. It's a very realistic cover. They have good faces, because a lot of times them covers didn't have faces on them. We'll see some without it, but that's okay. I just think this is one of my favorite covers because it looks very realistic. There's a nice cabin. You can see some shopping for Christmas shopping and things like that. So, One Foggy Christmas. It says, what if the person you shared your life with couldn't remember you anymore? So, it's going to be a amnesia type story. A lot of you guys told me this was good. Very much dramatic because of the circumstances. So, I don't know. Twist my arm, who can? Let's see. Nash Carter is devastated when a skiing accident leaves his wife with severe memory loss, erasing him and their 3-year marriage. Nash is a stranger. Sadie remembers being in love with her ex-boyfriend and cannot understand how she ended up living in a new city, estranged from her family and married to a man she doesn't know. It's up to Nash to win back his wife and prove their love is worth fighting for. This is going to be intense. So yeah, it's definitely one that's going to have a long story here. I've heard it's really good. A lot of y'all have told me. So let me know. Let me know if you've read that one or if it sounds interesting. I always think amnesia stories are very interesting. Even though they're fairly unrealistic, it's just like a good storyline, I feel like, you know? Stuff you see in like a movie or something. Next, I've got 2 from Savannah Scott. I actually purchased these from her store. Oh, it's got a sticker in here, honey. What? Have yourself a merry little romance. Love that. Let's put that right there for right now. Okay. Does this one have a sticker too? Okay, no. We're good. So, anyway, she has a new release coming out as well soon in this Christmas series, I want to say, or it's already out. But I own these 2. Rent Yourself an Elf and Catch Yourself a Snowman's. So, these are Christmas rom-com novellas. Rent Yourself an Elf says, it's Christmas time, or it's Christmas and I should be full of cheer, but I'm having a hard time mustering the spirit. That was always Grams's role. She loved Christmas so much she taught my boys into naming me, not boys, she taught my parents into naming me Noel. Yeah, Noel first. What? I did not realize what I said. Noel first. Okay, funny. Picture the boys. I was trying to read boys earlier. Anyway, picture the boys in elementary school having a heyday with my name, but I don't care. I knew Gran picked it for me, and I wore it proudly. She passed away 2 years ago and left me this house. I'm a lot of things. A handy woman is not one of them. A lot of work needs to be done. You know, there's going to be a man. You already know. You're going to help her out. So, there's that one. Simba. He is messing with my stuff. Okay. Catch Yourself a Snowman says, getting stuck in an old cabin is not my idea of a great winter vacation. Getting stuck with Carson makes me wonder what I did to end up on the naughty list. My friend Noelle talked me into a group vacation with our friends. She sprung the news that her boyfriend's joining us with his friends. And so you've got all of these shenanigans happening with this cabin. I need to know. So, yeah, I don't know. Not on my immediate list, but it definitely is one. Those 2 sound like super cute little rom-com novellas, and I want to just kind of shout them out here. All right, next we've got A Holly Jilly Christmas by Emma St. Clair. I don't remember what this is, what series this is in, but here we are. This says, my life, wait, what? Will this be a jolly Christmas for Jilly. My life is nothing like the movies we make at the studio where I work, especially not when it comes to relationships. No romance between me and Case, the grumpy exec I've had a crush on, and ever since our first not so cute, meet cute. This is a Sheet Cake, Texas book. Okay, cool. We're simply two coworkers scouting the town of Sheet Cake, Texas, as a location for filming. I'm actually reading her new Sheet Cake book right now, The Wild Card. I've not read books 2 and 3, but I feel like I'm okay to read it from what I can see. But this is Sheet Cake, Texas. I'm loving it, by the way. Though, to be honest, I'm suspicious of why Case came on this trip at all. Whatever the reason, there'll be no Christmas magic and no mistletoe kisses. But when Case actually starts talking to me and reveals the humor and kindness beneath the gruff person, my little crush explodes into something a little harder to take. Harder to hide. Okay, harder to hide. My bad. All right. We got a workplace thing. Cute. Now we've got some of these other books. I don't remember what series this is in. A gift-wrapped romance series. Okay. First up, we've got Esther Hatch, One Small Secret, in the gift-wrapped romance series. And this says she grew up with him and bested him in... Wait, what? Reuben is on every woman's Christmas wish list except mine. Girl. I grew up with him and bested him in practically everything we did together. Debate, grades, mini golf, you name it. So I've built an immunity to his boy next door charm. Sure, sometimes I might accidentally type his name into my search engine, but his dimples, hotel empire, and oh my goodness, and his photos do not tempt me. I don't want to say that.
Anyway, I've got my sights set on earning my way. I've got my sights on setting... What? I've got my sights on... No! I can't read!
I've got my sights set on earning my way to the top of the Palmer Hotel empire, and nothing is going to get my way. Until my stepsister leaves her secret toddler with me before skipping town for 3 months. Now, suddenly, everyone thinks he's mine. And instead of getting my way to the top, I'm struggling not to get fired. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. Alright. That does sound funny. Alright. And I don't know if I said this already, but all of these are no spice, closed door, clean, rom-coms. I don't know if there's any language in any of these, but I know clean usually means no language, so I can't really attest to language or other content, but there is no spice in these books, from what I have been told, okay? These are all clean, closed door type from as far as sexual content. Next up, we've got Merry Kismet, a gift-wrapped romance, Anika Walker. Let's see. It's perfectly harmless to put romance on your Christmas list, right? What? Okay. Bree, things I never should have done. Put my ex-boyfriend's name on my Christmas wish list. Grin dumbly at him when he shows up at my door. Think it's Kismet that... What? Think it's Kismet that he's staying on the other half of... I don't know what that means. Half of my duplex. Kismet? Merry Kismet? Okay, whatever. That he's... I don't know what that means. Listen, y'all, it is at this point that I had no idea what I was even talking about. I'm editing this video, and I had no idea what Kismet means. Apparently, it means like destiny or fate, which y'all know, I don't know what... This ain't gonna be a book for me, most likely, but we're leaving this in here because reasons. It was funny. I should have just stopped and looked it up right then, but we're editing this video to let y'all know that your girl had no idea what she was even talking about. Things I never should have done. Think it's Kismet that he's staying on the other half of my duplex for the holidays and means we're meant to be together. Whatever. Because we're not. He broke my heart in high school and never looked back. That didn't make no sense. Anyway, somebody explain, because I don't know what that sentence says. Rockwell. So Bree is the first guy. I am butchering this so bad. Bree. Why am I even trying to read these? I should just link him and say, here you go. Bree is the girl. Rockwell is the guy. What kind of name's Rockwell? Things I will never do. Move back to Brentwood. Repeat my parents' mistakes by getting married. Kiss Bree Holland under the mistletoe. I'm dead. Okay. I own it, honey. The synopsis gets me sometimes. Anybody else? I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I thought I sat one down over here. Oh, wait, that was it. Okay, next up is an author I have read before, and that is Martha Keyes, and I have loved several of her books. Solo for the Season, also part of the gift-wrapped romance series. Cabin Fever, oh, we got Cabin Fever, yes. Cabin Fever can spark unexpected flames. We got Maggie and Wes. Maggie, after being dumped last Christmas, I'm taking extreme measures to ensure nothing and no one ruins my happy holidays this time around. I'll be safely wrapped in a cocoon of Christmas decor, complete with surrounding winter wonderland at the ultimate holiday mountain cabin. So what if a countless elf figurines make me a little uneasy? Or if there are a couple of hiccups with cabin maintenance? There's a bigger problem. The assistant manager happens to be one of my many teasing classmates from my childhood and my former crush. He keeps showing up to my cabin to fix things. I'm more worried about what he might break. Wes, here at Crystal Peaks Resort, I've got everything I need. Tall trees, fresh air, and no cell phone service. This is my happy place, and if I prove to my boss I can handle the job, the management position here will be mine. Everything's falling into place. Until the newest guest arrives. The quirky cabin she's in is the bane of my existence, causing issue after issue, but the more I'm there, the more I realize the real obstacle between me and my future plans, proving to my boss I can keep a professional relationship with the guest, or one guest in particular. This one, out of the three, sounds like the one I would read the most. Well, there they go. All right, now we've got these. I've got several in the Christmas Escape series, and then I've got Merry Xmas by Kourtney Walsh. So let's talk about Merry Xmas, and then we'll talk about the Christmas Escape books. Yeah, Merry Xmas. Listen. I have high hopes. We'll see. I love Kourtney Walsh's books. So it says, I haven't been home for Christmas in 8 years. That's about to change. This year, I'm traveling to my small hometown to convince my producer to make me the permanent host of Good Day Denver. The plan, charm viewers by sharing my family favorite traditions, Christmas traditions, and in turn get the likes, clicks, and shares to land the job. Not the plan, running into my ex-boyfriend in my house for Christmas. But here he is, a guest of my mother who apparently had more trouble letting go of Max than I did. That's all we need to know. Uh-oh, an ex to be showing up, honey. All right. Now, in the Christmas Escape series, I do plan to read Faking Christmas by Cindy Steele. I already mentioned that in my TBR, but these are some that I also own. Let me know if there's one of these that you think is the best out of these, if you've read them. Casey Stockton's Cotswolds Holiday is up on the list here. And I can't hardly read these. The back of these, somebody should have put dark font. I'm a marketing girl, and that should have been dark font. Okay, when my ex-boyfriend sends me his wedding invitation 8 months after breaking up with me and the bride expects me to be in the wedding party, it's time for my tried and tested party trick, disappearing. And nowhere is better to escape than cozy English Cotswolds in the middle of December. Everything goes according to plan until I arrive in Cotswolds. Snow is more slippery than I expected. My room is nothing like the listing describes, and my pub owner, landlord, well, he steps directly from my lumberjack fantasies into my heart. The only problem, I cannot fall for an Englishman who lives on the other side of the world. Oh my goodness. Yep, there you go. All right, next is Jess Hyman's A Newport Christmas, M-E-S-S, instead of M-A-S. All right. Oh my goodness, again, with the font. What does it say? Okay, this last year has been a total disaster, but my failed 6 months marriage takes the cake. While my ex is out having the time of his life, y'all, what's it saying? My coping mechanisms consist of an unhealthy obsession with true crime podcasts and trying to revive my floundering social media accounts. I can't really hold it up because I can't see it. I need the light. So when I get an offer from one of my social media's darlings, Nikki, to make gingerbread centerpieces for her Christmas wedding, I can't refuse. Not only because the job pays well, but it's a last-ditch effort to increase my following before I'm forced to get a, quote, real job. There's only one small problem I didn't account for. Nikki's a self-proclaimed matchmaker, and apparently I'm her next target. My only hope to escape unscathed is to conspire with her grumpy brother. Landon. Does that say Landon? Who seems equally determined to get through the wedding with his single status fully intact. That's funny. A Newport Christmas. All right. By Jess Hyman. Okay, Gracie Ruth Mitchell, I have read from her before and enjoyed her book. I've only read one of her books and really enjoyed it. And so, yeah, this is called A Not So Holiday Paradise. Cute, like an island Christmas book. All right, again, really hard to read about. Sunscreen, obviously, because these, things you bring on a desert island. Number one, sunscreen, obviously, because these Irish freckles of mine will burn, baby, burn. And lobster red is not a great color on me either. An extra dose of my seizure meds, just in case. Number three, a backpack full of snacks, including but not limited to Dr. Pepper, a box of mini Christmas cookies, and some granola bars. The gross crumbly kind, not the chocolate chip kind, because I'm trying to be healthy. This is funny. Number four, sunglasses, so that when I inevitably wind up staring at my brother's best friend, who I haven't seen in years, no one will be able to tell. I've been in love with him for years. We got a brother's best friend. She's been in love with him for a while. It would never work out. He lives on an island while I'm still in grad school. It can't hurt to look though, right? Number five, also bug spray. My packing list is all well and good for a quick port excursion as part of my family's Christmas cruise, but the cruise ship leaves me behind. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And she got her bag and her brother's best friend. Okay, love that. That does sound good. All right, last one on the list is Kourtney Keisel's Later On We Will Conspire, or will conspire. Later On We'll Conspire. This says, here's the cover. Lacey, yeah, everyone loves a Christmas surprise, just not when it's a spy in disguise. Lacey, I'll be home for Christmas alone was the plan, but everything changes when I bump into a handsome stranger who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. So there's a new plan, a plan that involves a casual holiday fling. Merry Christmas to me. But spending the holidays with Park Bradshaw in my charming hometown turns into mission impossible when I find out his knife skills go way beyond him carving the Christmas ham. Now I'm on the run. What? Living out my own Christmas version of Die Hard, where making it home in time for Christmas is the least of my worries. I just want to make it home alive and hopefully not lose my heart to the one man I'm not sure I can trust. Because as the countdown to Christmas ticks on like a bomb, I'm wondering what side he's on. So, there you go. Later On We'll Conspire. So, I just wanted to kind of shout out some Christmas rom-coms that are miscellaneous, that I own, that I haven't talked about here on the channel recently, that have just been kind of sitting on a shelf, just so that if there's any that sound interesting to you, check them out. Most of these are probably on Kindle Unlimited, if I had my guess. So I will leave the link down below. Also, some of these are older. I got these a couple years ago, 1 to 2 years ago. So you might could get some good deals on them this holiday season if you don't have Kindle Unlimited. So a lot of times they're like running good sales and stuff. There could be audiobooks already out for some of these if they've been out for a couple of years. So just kind of a backlist of Christmas rom-coms. I know rom-coms for me, I enjoy them. They are a bit, sometimes a bit much for me if I read too many at the same time. So that's why I'm not like dying to just dive into every single one of these. There's a lot that I'm interested in, but it's one of those things of like, I have to pick and choose to mix and match some of my reads because I don't want to get burnt out on rom-coms like I did earlier this year. So, let me know. Any of these sound interesting? Have you read any of them? Is there any that you think? You can kind of tell some of the ones I was more excited about than others that I would love to actually check out if I had time. But I kind of already have my Christmas TBR done. Again, it's going to be linked in the card and down below if you missed it. But, you know, if there's one in here, I might grab. There's a couple. I'm like, okay, them sound pretty good. Let me know. What's your favorite Christmas rom-com? I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.